everybody, my name is Eric Hopkins and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Well, the Godzilla vs. Kong movie recently came out on HBO Max and it was also released in theaters. And it actually did very well at the theater, all things considered, with this pandemic. And now it appears that that may not be the end of the MONSTRverse. So this comes to us from Screen Rant. Godzilla vs. Kong director is in talks for the next MONSTRverse movie. Where's my mouse here? I can't find it. Okay, there we go. Godzilla vs. Kong director Adam Wingard is in talks to direct the next MONSTRverse movie. Legendary's monster franchise began back in 2014 with Godzilla, and the success of Gareth Edwards' movie brought hope that there could be many other adventures set in this universe. Kong got a standalone prequel in 2017 with Kong Skull Island, while Gojira received a sequel solo movie with 2019's Godzilla King of the Monsters, which I personally think is the best of the franchise so far. All of this was done to build towards Godzilla vs. Kong and hopefully launch even more movies. To the surprise of some, though, Godzilla vs. Kong has been one of the biggest movie success stories of 2021. The film was delayed multiple times, received mostly positive reviews from critics, and general audiences have responded kindly as well. It is sure to cross the $400 million mark at the global box office, making it the second highest grossing MONSTRverse entry to date. However, many have remained curious if the franchise would continue or if Godzilla vs. Kong would be the end to this short-lived saga. For the fans of the franchise, though, it appears it's going to be the former. So yeah, I mean, I didn't think Godzilla vs. Kong was the best out of the series. I personally thought Godzilla King of the Monsters was the best movie. I mean, granted, you could argue about story elements. We don't necessarily go see these movies for the story. We go to see these movies for the monster fights, obviously on screen. So in that regard, I thought Godzilla King of the Monsters delivered in spades. It had the most monsters, had some of the most intriguing fights with King Ghidorah, Mothra and all that sort of stuff involved with Rodan as well. It had the most intrigue from that aspect of it. Now, when it comes to Godzilla vs. Kong, I enjoyed the film, especially, like I said, the fight scenes, the story with some of the stuff where they were transporting through the core of the earth and some of this weird stuff. I thought it was kind of odd, but that's not really a spoiler either, by the way. But the fight scenes where they put the money on the screen, that's where these movies shine, and that was my biggest detriment of the original film back in 2014. My biggest nitpick, I should say, was that they didn't show Godzilla versus the Mutos enough. They kind of wanted to pull back on that, I think, because of budgetary reasons, probably. But nonetheless, this series has been, successful in the eyes of a lot of, monster fans, like Godzilla and King Kong fans. And I know there's a lot of people who are really into the lore and all that stuff, and they want to see this continue. Well, it sounds like we're going to get, I don't know if this article really references it, but there's been other articles that are now saying that this movie that Adam Wingard is in talks to reportedly reprise his role as director is for Son of Kong. And if that's the case, obviously we could expand on this lore even further. And apparently the studio has already talked about how they've got plans for all sorts of different monster films that they could continue to do if the audience shows that they want to see them. So obviously with the success at the box office, with everything going on in the world with the pandemic, $400 million is nothing to shy at. So it sounds like even though the studio apparently, spent a lot of time rewriting and reshooting some of this stuff for this film because of the lack of success, so to speak, of Godzilla King of the Monsters, how it was slowly starting to decline, this film has apparently, been a big hit. I don't know if a lot of it could be that the fact that this is one of the first big budget movies that was able to be released in theaters since the pandemic, so people were just itching to go see something. That could very well be it too, but that shouldn't take away from the success of this film. It could just be this film's success on its own, and if that's the case, it needs to be commended. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing more. I kind of thought watching Godzilla vs. Kong that maybe it should be the last one. And I thought maybe the law of diminishing returns was going to rear its ugly head with this franchise. But again, with Hollywood, if it makes money, here you go. Have another helping. They're going to make more for you. So, but what did you guys think? Do you guys like this franchise? Do you guys want to see it continue? Do you want to see Son of Kong coming to theaters soon? If so, comment down below. Hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content on my channel. And until my next video, guys, take care.
We about to turn it